Oh, sorry, this is a bit of an emotional one, hey. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit different. It's heavier than what I usually like to share on my page, but it's something that's been sitting really heavy on my heart. And I honestly feel like I need to talk about it because this is my little corner of the internet and it's my safe space. Recently, I lost a friend from suicide. Honestly, it's been one of the hardest things to process and to talk about. I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to make this video, but I realized if I'm going through this, then there is surely someone else that is going through this too. And if sharing my story helps someone, one person out there feel less alone, or remind somebody to go and check in on their friends, then sharing my story is worth it. So, my dear friend Paris. Let's just talk about how we met because I'm getting too emotional, and yes, we will go through all the happy memories that I had with Paris. He was so real, he mattered, and he is so important. Trying not to get emotional, but like I said, it's a bit of a heartfelt subject for me. I'm going to start off by sharing the story of how Paris and I met. I met Paris when I was 17 years old and I had just freshly gotten out of a really weird relationship and I was trying to find myself. I had my beauty therapy, like beauty therapist certificate, so I applied for a job at a place called Hairport, which is a hairdressing salon with beauty. They offered beauty as well. And I started there and I remember so vividly meeting Paris, who was a hairdresser at the time. He came to the front and he was just like, hi, how can I help you? And I told him my name. I told him it was my first day and he literally flicked his little rat tail. He had this little extension rat tail. It was purple. I remember so vividly. And he was just so sassy and just so bitchy. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm actually going to hate this place. But all the sassiness aside, Paris was the most beautiful, caring, and funny person in this world. And strangely enough, when we got close enough to talk about our lives and, you know, the things you talk about when you become close, we found out that we are kind of related. So my cousin, his second cousin is Paris's cousin. So when we found that out, I think that's what solidified our friendship and our connection. It was just a whirlwind. I will post some photos of us when we met and when we would go out. But we had many, many sweet moments. I think because I was considered family, I knew parts of Paris that not many other people knew besides his other best friend. It felt like a privilege to know these things about him. Anyway, I hope you enjoy all the photos because I'm so embarrassed about all these photos, about my hair, about everything. He was the whole reason I went red. He did my first red balayage and then from the balayage I went red. And then as the years passed and as you do, you grow and you go on different paths in your life, and that's kind of what happened with us. You know, we went through a whole lot of things. We were close, then we weren't close, then we were close again. We saw each other all the time, then we didn't see each other all the time, and he had a group of friends that were the bitchiest girls in the whole world. They were the biggest bullies, and I pretty much got phased out of that group, and I can honestly say that I couldn't be happier because honestly, they're terrible humans. And even when Paris and I came back together again, because no matter what happened in our lives, we always found our way back to each other. He apologized. He apologized for how he treated me, and he apologized for, you know, allowing the girls to treat me that way. It was just a whirlwind of so many emotions because one thing that Paris needed in his life was to feel loved and to feel wanted and accepted. Now, obviously it was really nice for him to apologize to me. I, at the time, did care a lot about not having been in that group, but then standing from the outside looking in, it was probably the best thing that happened because, yeah, like I said, they're just terrible people and they just didn't know how to treat other people, which was just so rude of them. Like I said, over the years, life happened. We went on different paths and we always found our way back to each other. And in the last 2 to 3 years, we recently reconnected and we caught up and, you know, it felt the same, but it wasn't the same. You know what I mean? Like, I am now married, I have a family, Paris has a dog, and like, it was just, we had completely different lives, and I lived on the complete opposite side of town, which I never used to. So it was kind of hard to always tee up when to meet up. We always did the we'll catch up soon, and it just never happened. We just never got around to doing that a second time in the last 2 to 3 years. That's one of the things that's been weighing heavy on my mind and on my heart. Knowing that we wanted to see each other again, but it just never happened because life just got in the way, and I honestly didn't prioritize that. It's one of those regrets that sits with you, and, you know, I'm not making this about me because this is about Paris. But yes, it is one of the regrets I have. One of the other things that I deeply regret is not seeing the signs. And that's one thing about depression. It doesn't always look like how you would expect it to look like. It is honestly a silent killer. He was still so funny, so lighthearted. He made us laugh all the time. And even going through our voice notes and our videos, there's not one moment that I have not laughed hysterically with this man. He honestly did not seem like someone that was carrying such a heavy kind of darkness inside. I did know there were some things that were happening in his life, but I never pried, and I think he left that to talk about in person, which again never happened, even though we wanted to catch up all the time. Looking back, I wish I did read in between the lines a little more. I should have known Paris more than I had assumed, and, you know, it really frustrates me that I didn't see it. Heartbreaking, because when you think you know somebody, which I knew Paris, but throughout the years, people change, and yeah, I really couldn't pinpoint the battles that he was facing, even though everyone has their own battles and they have their own things going on. Me as a friend and as family, I just wished I was there for him more. One of the hardest parts about feeling this guilt is the guilt that I didn't push harder for us to reconnect more frequently and to catch up more frequently. Guilt that I didn't check in more. Sometimes I wouldn't reply and I'd leave him on read because I was at work and would forget coming home, being a mum and doing the life thing. When someone passes away like this, I think everyone close to them goes through that feeling of guilt. They're running through every conversation in their mind, every single missed opportunity, wondering what they could have done differently and how they could have shown up more. And even though deep down, I know it's not all on me, and I shouldn't put it all on me, but the weight is there. It is there. I keep thinking that if we had just caught up that one time, that maybe I could have gotten to him or brought some light into his life or something, or he could have just opened up to me and I could have been there for him. That's the kind of thought that I wrestle with all the time. And I know that's not on me. And, you know, yeah, I just wish I could have been there more. Again, I've said it a million times in this video. Because he was so loved by so many people. And he brought light to so many people. And it just sucks that I feel like I could have done something. So this whole experience has made me reflect on so much when it comes to mental health and how to approach mental health. Sorry about all the sniffing. I'm like, ugh. so used to asking people, hey, how are you? How are things? You know, standard small talk conversation. But we never really dig any deeper than a surface level. And the truth is, someone can say that they're fine, but they're not. In black and white, they're just not fine, but they say they're fine. Depression isn't always obvious. It's not how we all perceive it to be. We perceive it differently. We expect to see it show up differently. It's not someone always crying or isolating themselves, not showering, being lazy. It's sometimes not even that. Sometimes it's the person cracking the jokes, making everyone around them laugh, looking like the happiest person on earth. Or sometimes it's the friend that's always busy but seems fine. I don't have all the answers, but I do know this. Check on your people. Not just the ones that look like they're struggling, but also the ones that look like they've got it all together. The ones who say that they're fine and that they're good, because you never really know what someone is going through underneath. Even sending a text saying thinking of you can do so much for your friends. Thank you so much for listening to my story with Paris. Paris wasn't just depression. He was funny, loyal, and so full of life. To me, he will always be remembered as my Paris. Like, I have no words to describe him. He was just the best. He used to roast me all the time about everything, but it was just so funny. If anything, he taught me how to laugh at my own pain and to just enjoy life and to literally laugh so hard that I was crying. No one could ever make me laugh the way he truly did. I will always carry all of those memories that I have with Paris with me forever. I will always remember the times we shared and all of the laughs that we had together, the random chats and all the simple stuff, and who he was deep down. Even though we never had that catch up, every time we said it 1,000 times, reconnecting with him whenever we did would always remind me of the bond that I had with him. And that's what I'll hold on to. He mattered and he mattered to me. If you're watching this and you're struggling, please know that you are not alone. I'm here. If you need to message or comment or anything, I am here and I will message you back and I will be your friend. Your life matters and you matter to so many people. If you're in Australia, Lifeline is available 24/7 on 13 11 14. If you're international, please Google any phone numbers and please reach out. You are not alone. And for everyone else, don't wait for that someday to catch up with your friends. Do it as soon as you can, or even text them, give them a call, just let them know that they're on your mind. Make the time, tell your friends that they matter and that you love them. And family members that you love them. This video isn't about me, it is about Paris and raising awareness for mental health. And if you are dealing with a loss similar to mine, this video is my life diary, my life journal, my safe space. So I wanted to talk about this and to share this with someone. So if anyone is going through anything similar, you are not alone. I know he's probably laughing at me so hard, crying on camera, like, what the hell, Lulu? But hey, at least he knows I care about him, right? He deserves to be remembered with both tears and laughter. This video truly is an honor to him, and it was an honor being his friend and just in his life. If you have any questions, please pop them down in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to all of you. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I truly do appreciate you guys watching this and for being on this little emotional roller coaster with me today doing this video. Please, of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss any more videos from me. I will see you guys next week, and I truly do appreciate it if you've made it this far. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
I want you to take a broom so you can sweep my yard. You better brush it good, we gonna fall apart. There ain't no shortcutting, all day and night. You have to satisfy what you're waiting for.